How do? Welcome to the ever more rare Spider and Olde Scooter. I am Olde Scooter. We do play the game of Spider. I've been gone from this endeavor, from my compulsive doing a new Spider game almost every night for 140 nights or something, to this very occasional thing I do now. And I want you to know what I've been doing. I've been doing this. This is the Olde Scooter, and with much better lighting, I would say. And this, which looks like a microphone, isn't. It's actually a little light for this, but this is symbolic of me reading Ms. Time-tripping with amazing females into a do-it-yourself audiobook. And it's quite an adventure. It takes quite a lot of energy that I would normally have been putting into Spider here. Just wanted you to know where I've been. The other thing is this new hat. I have used every hat I own numerous times. I hate to expose my baldness just because, bald guys get some of them. Some of us insecure ones get paranoid about how weird you look. Let me check this out. By the way, that's the flaw with my new hat. Look at that. No, I normally like to scratch wrinkles, but I'll leave that one alone. But anyway, I do have this new hat, Christmas present. Fantastic new hat from Tally, my daughter-in-law. There you have it. I have a new hat. I tried to decide what kind of hat it was. It does have ear flaps. It's obviously a stocking hat, but with ear flaps. And I've never seen one like that. And it feels like it's cashmere. It's not. It's 100% fake fuel, whatever, made in China. And you see these new shots, these guys walking down the Chinese streets, colder than blazes, and they have their thing down over there, see. So I tried to look it up. I looked up Chinese stocking hat flaps. That, if it's there. This is as close as I got. It's not exactly the same. But anyway, and of course, it works fine with the headlamp. In fact, I think it looks less weird with the headlamp on. So there you have it. So that's an odd reason to do one of these things, but that was what you get tonight. So now let's play a game. I'll tell you something else a little later. By the way, Ms. Spider McGillicuddy, the AI behind this program, is still with us and holding up her end of the deal by trouncing me. I have changed styles a little since the last time that we talked. I don't think I'll have time to play my new style, which involves much more going back. This is the two-suit version, and I play it as fast as my aging brain will allow me. Why don't you just move over there like I want? And sometimes I talk about the game as I go along. The other thing is taking my time and making me wonder whether in the priorities of my coping with the internet, trying to have some interchange with the mighty new planetary brain, the internet, that I don't see any more moves. That maybe doing stuff like I've been doing should be occupying more of my time instead of doing this, at which I'm not really great. If I were really super at it, I'd say, okay, do it. I don't see any moves. And we've already used up how much time? 4 minutes and 7 seconds. So I've got to get off my duff and get moving here. See, the natural moves are few and far between, so I'll do whatever I can. That really doesn't do anything. I could have seen it didn't do anything before I didn't do it, or did do it. This is an unproductive game so far. Well, I can make a little tiny something out of that. But going back more often, if you get 3 or 4 deals in and you see it's just not working out, you can back up 2 deals or clear back to the front and try another approach. And I find that's more productive in terms of winning than this sort of straight through, don't go back very far 15-minute time limit game that I've been playing forever and not winning that much. I don't see hardly any kind of move here. As always, you probably see one and I don't. This is one of the lowest move hands I've ever run across. Matey. Even though I think I'm coming to the end of this series, the other thing I'm doing is writing a lot more. I'm working on a novel. I'm enjoying the fool out of it. I wish I could discipline myself to write more. Well, see, there was a move. Of course. Now I've got this 3 would expose an 8, and this 3 would expose a queen. Well, I guess since there's a move involved there, I'll do it that way. But one of the other things that's occupying an awful lot of my time is I cannot let go of what I think is one of the big stories of our day, international espionage run amok. And that is how the Russians and now the Chinese and the Iranians and the North Koreans and everybody who can handle a decent dose of English is messing with the internet, trying to tear us apart, alienate American from American, sow chaos because of a political theory that what's bad for America is good for Russia, China, Iran. So, and I've been hammering on this on my humble blog, seniorjunior.blogspot.com. Senior Junior, isn't that cool? Or old? So, once again, I don't see any moves at all. Not just moves I don't like, but any at all. So, well, press on. What have we got? We're 7 minutes in. So before I tackle this deal, I'll show you. This is my latest blog on this issue about how the Russians are really skunking us. They're just chewing us up with this very sophisticated kind of propaganda, where they get into the social media, not just Twitter and Facebook, but all the comments sections for anybody who'll take comments. And that includes the Washington Post and the New York Times and Breitbart, and my gosh, Huffington Post and Daily Kos and Red State. I go to Red State and Breitbart all the time just to see what's going on that side of the genetic divide. A whole different subject. I may get into that on my blog, but anyway, I just wanted you to say I haven't been just messing around. This is a powerful, powerful argument in the Post about the situation, and that is that they're cleaning our clock in effective propaganda. Look at this. Another cyber attack alarm is going off. WannaCry havoc was just the beginning. You remember WannaCry shut down hundreds and hundreds of hospitals and medical suppliers and all kinds of things, mainly in Britain, but all over the world, from North Korea apparently. And it's just the beginning. And it's time to install a deterrence plan, and the cyber war has begun. And I've been railing on this now for months. And so anyway, I just want you to know I haven't been loafing around. So okay, we've got this deal. We don't have much. 8:43. Hate to make you time tense. That's really unkind. This is a very relaxing game if you don't feel pushed. Usually maybe I should have done, should I? I don't think so. Boy, there's just nothing I like here. Or hardly anything at all, whether I like it or not. 2 jacks, 1 red queen. If I did that, I'd have a 7 to that 8, a 10 to that jack. Let's try that just to see how far that goes. I kind of think real far ahead like chess players do anymore. Not that I ever could very well, but I do it a little less well now. Maybe not. Maybe I'm just fooling myself. No. Wouldn't it be if you could just find moves all the time and move them, that would be counterproductive there. This would not give me anything I like. I could do that. It's a sort of a profitable restack. But not much. Butch. Let's take the next to last deal. That's the penultimate deal. For decades, I thought penultimate meant it's like the ultimate, over-ultimate. Wrong. Life is one slow, long learning pattern. If I did that, I'd have a 7, it could go here, and then I'd have a 5, and there would be nothing much to do with it. But just to give myself a sense of movement, I think I will do that. You need to keep your morale up when you're playing Spider Solitaire, because unless you're just going back all the time and keep redoing it and coming at it from different angles, you will win a lot more that way, but it takes a lot longer, and it's a different kind of approach. I'm really working on score and net and all those silly things you heard from me. I encourage you to go back on this site and look at some of the old ones, because how this was done by yours truly has evolved. It's weird to me to go back and look at it. It might be weird to you. In the mood for some weird, give it a shot. Here we are in the very last, the hospice round, as I've called it. Don't have time to go back and do a bunch of stuff. But I will go back to 3. Okay. Let's see. I'll try to do things differently this time. Probably won't do them as differently as I wish I would. Okay, let's try to see if I can't remember how I did it last time, so of course you don't know whether for sure you're doing it differently. But sometimes you do, and you say, now I realize I'm doing it differently. Not that much more is popping out because of it, so I'm going to rush on through so as not to disappoint with a truncated game. That probably wasn't the way I did it last time. That's hopeful. No, it doesn't. Don't do that. I did this and this. That would be different. I don't think I'd do it in real life. But you never know. You never, ever know. Seems like there ought to be a 9 here I could use. 8, 7, and then that would give me a 10, 8. It's not just falling beautifully into place like I'd hope. Probably leaving money on the table there. If I did this and this, that would be better than that. Then this, then this, then that. Phooey. And I have 2 minutes left, and I don't think it's going to spell out salvation for Olde Scooter here. That's, an ace. I'm not even clear. I've barely dented the blue line up here. I mean, I haven't dented it. This is sad. Well, that was sad, so I'm going to give it up. If I were playing the other way, I'd go back clear to the start and start again and work through until I saw a pattern of winning developing. And I'd go back as many times as it took. By golly. Was there something else I was going to show you on that? I don't think so. I got the Russia. So anyway, that's been my preoccupation. And that's what's taking me away from doing Spider and Olde Scooters. So, but I appreciate your loyal following, and I will continue to do one once in a while, probably the next time I get a new hat. So, good night, and good luck.